So hello everybody, you can see it, we are sitting in a McLaren again, but it's not our McLaren, it is actually a McLaren GT. So this is the first time we're driving the GT, although that the steering wheel, also the center console, everything else looks very familiar to our 570 GT that we have in our garage since the last year. It actually feels a lot more luxurious, it's better isolated from a sound perspective, and it has the 4-liter engine in the back of the 720S compared to ours with the 3.8-liter engine. And of course we now want to find out specifically, as we're very interested in this car and thankful to McLaren in Hamburg to give us the opportunity to drive the car, we are very interested to see the 100 to 200 figure that we managed to do on the Autobahn, because I have the feeling that this could have the same speed as our 570 GT, which is super fast by the way. It is 992 turbo S fast, 100 to 200, but on the other hand of course has more comfort and from my perspective from the outside an even better look. Nevertheless, we will put everything in the most sporty setting. Of course we won't do a launch control here, but for the Autobahn, let's see how fast the car goes in the end. We have to of course release the handbrake, that always helps, and set off. Let's now see how fast the McLaren GT goes, 100 to 200. So that first run was 5.9 seconds. That is almost the speed of our 570 GT. Pretty nice gear shifts. Also seems that the gearbox is shifting even a bit faster than in our 570 GT. Love those very, very slick gear changes. So yet another try, 100 to 200. Last try was a 5.81, even with 0.5% of uphill. So I guess, yeah, 5.8, maybe even just a bit better is possible in this car, which means, yeah, despite that extra weight and the larger car, you definitely feel that this 4-liter engine must have more grunt. Also, the transmission feels even a bit slicker in this car in order to really get, yeah, the same time 100 to 200 than our 570 GT. Also, since the weather is not too nice, we now found the few dry spots where we could easily and mainly safely do a short acceleration test. We won't do a high-speed Autobahn run here. It's about that Hamburg kind of weather that you have in May and April most of the time, and therefore we will gently return the car to McLaren in Hamburg. I think we have found out, even in this very, let's say, narrow test here, that the car managed to do some amazing 100 to 200 times. And please also join us on Instagram and Facebook, where we will do some beautiful shots from the outside, also explain a bit about the design changes to our 570 GT and show the car's rear, specifically also the sound, because I think this sound from the inside seems, let's say, very normal, but once you hear it from the outside, it has this nice deep V8 rumble, which is more, let's say, in the direction of a V8 muscle car than it is in the direction of a McLaren V8 as we have known it from the past. So I think overall this is a very, very good package and could be a successor of our 570 GT, because it has more or less the same performance. To me personally, it has at least as good as of a sound, maybe even better. It definitely has the better, let's say, isolation for noise isolation inside here, and the better comfort inside, more space in the back as well. So there are a lot of, let's say, positive things to talk about this car, and yeah, really looking forward also to get back to the dealership to spec my kind of McLaren GT, even thinking about something like in Helios Orange, could be a nice fit with the black wheels, the black roof, and also, yeah, a contrast color in the end. Yeah, nevertheless, talk to you soon. Have a restful end of this weekend.